Are you tired of feeling like an afterthought? Someone's second choice, or worse, disposable? Do you yearn to be valued, respected, and cherished as a priority in someone's life? In this video, we delve into the ancient philosophy of Stoicism to uncover 5 powerful strategies that can help you transform yourself from an option to a priority. Step 1. Prioritize yourself. Stoicism says that self-awareness, self-discipline, and self-love are the most important things in life, even if it seems illogical. When you put yourself first, you make it clear that you value and respect yourself, and other people are more likely to do the same. Set aside time every day for self-care and personal growth to put yourself first. This could include things like reading, writing a notebook, meditating, or working out. These habits not only improve your physical and mental health, but they also help you feel calm and at peace with yourself. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, said, "The key is to spend time only with people who make you feel good and bring out your best." By putting self-care first, you're spending time with yourself and making yourself feel better. Pay attention to your feelings, thoughts, and deeds, and try to develop an inner sense of wisdom and direction. To do this, you can think about and accept yourself, and you can also look for advice from other people, for example through therapy, coaching, or mentorship. Every night, we should call ourselves to account. What weakness have I mastered today? Said the Stoic scholar Seneca. What feelings were at odds? What temptation did you resist? What virtue did you get? When you put self-awareness first, you develop a sense of inner knowledge and direction that can help you get through life and relationships. Put your beliefs and goals at the top of your list and try to live in a way that supports them. Setting limits, turning down some requests or chances, and making tough choices may be part of this. Putting your values and goals first shows that you have self-respect and are honest, which are both important qualities for becoming someone's top concern. Mark Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher, said, "The soul is colored by the thoughts it has." Only think about things that are in line with your values and can stand the test of time. It is important to remember that putting yourself first does not mean you are selfish or only care about yourself. Realizing that you are an important and worthy person who deserves love, respect, and care is what it means. Hippocrates, a Stoic thinker, said, "A person can never learn what he thinks he already knows." Setting priorities for yourself shows that you know you can always grow and get better, and that you want to be the best version of yourself. The first and most important thing you need to do to become someone's goal is to put yourself first. Setting aside time for self-care and personal growth, developing an inner sense of wisdom and direction, and making your values and goals a priority shows others that you have respect for yourself and are honest, which is an inspiring trait. Socratic thinker Seneca said, "The poor person is not the one who has too little, but the one who wants more." When you put yourself first, you realize that you are already whole and complete, and any relationship or chance that comes your way is just a gift. Step 2. Know your worth. To become someone's top concern, you need to know how much you're worth. It gives you a strong base for building self-esteem, self-respect, and confidence. If you know how much you're worth, you're less likely to settle for someone else's choice and more likely to meet people who value and respect you. The Stoics thought that a person's value as a person comes from their character, values, and virtues, not from things like money, fame, or social standing. These people thought that trying to get approval from other people was pointless and dangerous because it depended on luck and other people's views. Instead, they pushed for building up inner strength, wisdom, and endurance, which they saw as the qualities of a truly good and honorable person. Find your core ideals and virtues before you can know how much you're worth. You try to show these traits in your words, actions, and thoughts because you value them. They could be things like being honest, caring, brave, or determined. Once you know what your core beliefs and virtues are, you should try to live your life according to them, even when things go wrong or you feel tempted to give up. To know your worth, you also need to know your strengths, weaknesses, and what makes you special. You need to recognize and celebrate your skills because they are what will make you successful and happy. You should be honest and humble about your weaknesses though, because they are ways for you to grow and get better. Also, You should love and respect the things that make you unique because they are what make you special and precious. Also, the Stoics thought that real self-worth did not rest on other people's approval or validation. They thought that other people's opinions were subjective, biased, and short-lived, and that trying to get approval from others was a sure way to be unhappy and let down. They said that being wise inside and trusting yourself were the keys to happiness and real self-worth. Being aware of your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors is the first step to developing inner wisdom and self-trust. When you evaluate yourself, you should try to be fair, logical, and kind, and you should stay away from self-pity, self-promotion, and self-deprecation. You should also go out of your way to get feedback, advice, and help from teachers, coaches, therapists, or other wise and trusted people. If you want to know what you're worth, you have to be ready to stand up for your boundaries, beliefs, and honor. When you talk to people, you should be bold and sure of yourself. Don't fall into the traps of passivity, aggression, or manipulation. You must also be ready to leave situations, relationships, or chances that cross your limits, violate your values, or make you feel less than worthy. To become someone's top concern, you need to know how much you're worth. You need it to have high self-esteem, respect for yourself, and confidence. You also need it to find and keep healthy, satisfying relationships. You can become a truly good and worthy person and live a happy, purposeful, and meaningful life by following the lessons of Stoicism and building up your inner strength, wisdom, and resilience. Step 3. Choose yourself. This means that you are in charge of your own life, happiness, and health. Realizing that you are the only one who can truly make you happy and satisfied, and that you shouldn't count on other people to do it for you. Picking yourself doesn't mean you're selfish or only care about yourself. Being self-aware and kind to yourself is what it means. It means being aware of your wants, needs, and limits and respecting them. You should treat yourself with the same love, care, and kindness that you would give to a close friend or family member. You have to learn to trust yourself before you can choose yourself. This means having an inner sense of wisdom, intuition, or guidance that you can trust to help you make choices and deal with the challenges of life. It means learning to pay attention to your thoughts, feelings, and physical experiences and figure out how to make sense of them in a way that helps you and gives you power. Mindfulness meditation is one way to build up your trust in yourself. Mindfulness means focusing on the here and now without judging it or getting sidetracked by other things. In addition to making you more aware of your inner and outer feelings, it helps you feel calm and clear. Your mind can be trained to be more focused, wise, and caring if you meditate regularly. Setting clear limits and being clear about them is another way to choose yourself. Setting boundaries is how you make sure that your physical, social, and mental health is protected. They may have to do with your relationships, time, energy, place, values, or time. Boundaries aren't meant to control or trick other people. They're meant to make your needs and wants clear and respected. Before you can set limits, you need to know what those limits are. This might need some self-exploration, self-reflection, or self-experimentation. You can ask yourself things like, what makes me feel safe and at ease? What's making me crazy and stressed? What do I refuse to give in on? What makes me not want to buy? Once you know what your limits are, you need to let other people know about them. You can say this out loud, write it down, or do it. It is important to communicate in a clear, straightforward, and polite way. It should not be mean, passive-aggressive, or try to control you. Communication should also be able to get input, be negotiated, and be changed. Describe the issue or action that is making things worse. Say what you think or feel about the action or situation. Set your limits or make a request. Explain what will happen or be good if they follow your limit or request. I've seen that you keep calling me late at night and want to talk for hours. I need to sleep and be alone to recover. This is making me feel stressed and tired. As a rule, I'd like to set that we don't talk after 10 p.m. and that our calls are limited to an hour. I will be able to get enough rest and energy to have a good talk with you and do my daily tasks. What do you think? Choosing to be yourself also means going after your dreams and goals without waiting for other people to approve or back you. Your life is up to you, and you have the power to make it what you want it to be. Along the way, you may face problems, hurdles, or criticism, but you shouldn't let them stop you or define who you are. Before you can go after your goals, you need to know what they are. This might need some deep thinking, coming up with ideas or visualizing. What do I want to achieve or experience in my life? Is one question you can ask yourself. What are my interests, skills, or strengths? What do I believe, value, or stand for? You need to make a plan to reach your goals once you know what they are. To do this, you might need to break your goals down into smaller, more manageable steps or tasks, set dates or milestones, and look for help or resources. Your plan should be adaptable, attainable, and able to be measured. Picture yourself succeeding and getting what you want. Celebrate your success and what you've done. Put yourself around people who are upbeat, helpful, and inspiring. Don't be afraid to learn from your mistakes. Remember your why and purpose. Making yourself a priority is a big step toward getting someone to care about you. You are showing yourself and others that you deserve respect, love, and attention by trusting yourself, making limits, and going after your goals. You don't just want to be an option, you want to be a goal. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, said, "The key is to spend time only with people who make you feel good and bring out your best." May you pick yourself and hang out with good people. Step 4. Be secure and independent. Stoicism says that real happiness and fulfillment come from inside, and that things like relationships, money, and fame are temporary and can't be counted on. If you feel safe and independent, you're less likely to hold on to being someone's choice and more likely to meet people who value and accept your independence. To feel safe and independent, you need to know yourself well and be ready to let go of ties and dependencies. Socrates said that wanting things to be different from how they are and being attached to things that will change are what cause pain. People can break free from these attachments and dependencies and feel free and at peace inside by learning to trust and count on themselves. Self-awareness and self-reflection are two things that can help you build trust and confidence in yourself. This can be done by writing in a diary, meditating, or going to therapy. People can learn more about their values, strengths, and weaknesses by looking at their thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Being self-aware can help people make choices that are in line with their values and goals, instead of letting outside forces affect their choices. Compassion and forgiveness for yourself are two more ways to build trust and confidence in your own abilities. Stoicism says that each person is in charge of their own ideas, feelings, and actions, but that people are also flawed and can make mistakes. People can get over their fears of failing and being rejected, which can get in the way of their freedom and autonomy, by being kind to themselves and forgiving themselves. People can also work on being aware of their dependencies and ties. Stoicism says that people shouldn't get attached to things that will change, like money, fame, or relationships. Being aware of these dependencies and bonds can help people let go of them and feel free and at peace inside. People can get better at being bold and assertive in the way they talk and act. Stoicism says that people should not be weak or reactive, but should instead be active and strong. People can set clear limits and make their needs and wants known by being proactive and assertive, which are important for independence and autonomy. People can work on being thankful and happy with what they have. Stoicism says that people should not think about what they don't have, but about what they do have. People can get over their need for things to be different and their attachment to things that will not last by being thankful for what they have and satisfied with what they have. To become someone's goal instead of their option, they need to feel safe and independent. People can find inner peace and freedom by trusting and relying on themselves, being aware of their attachments and dependencies, being proactive and assertive in their communication and actions, and being thankful and content with what they have. All of these things are necessary to attract and keep healthy, fulfilling relationships. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, said, "The key is to spend time only with people who make you feel good and bring out your best. May you feel safe and independent, and may you meet and stay with people who inspire and boost you. Step 5. Be willing to walk away. Being brave, self-aware, and strong are some of the qualities that are needed for this step to be the hardest. But it's also the most important step because it shows that you respect and value yourself, which is important for making and keeping good relationships. Stoicism says that the most resilient thing a person can do is accept and welcome change, even if it hurts or makes them feel bad. If a relationship doesn't meet your wants, values, or goals, or if it hurts you or makes you unhappy, you have to be ready to let go and move on. That doesn't mean you should make decisions without thinking or on the spur of the moment. Instead, it means you should be careful, deliberate, and aggressive. Before you can be ready to leave, you need to learn how to be detached and not attached. This means you shouldn't hold on to the idea of being someone's top priority or the relationship itself. Instead, you should be ready for whatever comes next. Also, know your limits and the things that will not work for you, and don't give in to them. And this means you should be very clear about what you will and will not put up with in a relationship, and you should set clear and firm limits with your partner. The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing, the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius said. It stands ready for the accidental and the unexpected, and is not likely to fall. This means you should be ready for the chance of being turned down, disappointed, or heartbroken, and you should have people around you who can help you through these tough times. Being aware of your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors is also important. Try to find inner peace and harmony, even when things go wrong. It's okay to be ready to leave, but that doesn't mean you should be rude or mean to the other person. Stoicism says that being compassionate, understanding, and kind are important traits that should be developed in all areas of life, including partnerships. For this reason, if you choose to leave, you should do so in a way that shows you care about their feelings and needs and is polite. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca put it, wherever there is a person, there is a chance to be kind. To put it another way, even in the worst scenarios, there is always a chance to be kind, compassionate, and empathetic, and make the world a better place. It's a good thing to try to become someone's goal instead of their option. People can find and keep relationships based on mutual respect, trust, and love by following the lessons of Stoicism and building a strong sense of self-worth, independence, and resilience. By being ready to walk away, people can show that they respect and value themselves, which is important for making and keeping good relationships. Wishing you courage, awareness, and kindness as you try to become someone's top concern.